Hey, how's it? How's it, everybody? I wanted to go live just a little bit this morning and say how's it and welcome to everybody. And want to talk a little bit about what somebody said to me. And I actually wrote it down. They said to me, Kurt, because of COVID-19, I cannot walk my farm. I cannot even get out there. And I've been doing geographic farming, which means, knocking on doors and telling them the service they provide. Nothing's working, Kurt. What should I do? Should I create content? And tell me more about content marketing. Tell me about the strategy. Tell me more about that kind of stuff. So I love that conversation I had with them this last week, because they can't do what they've been doing. They've had a business model of walking their farm and telling people what they do, the services that they offer. And that's what they really do, right? And they can't do that anymore. COVID-19 has restricted them from doing that. So their whole business has kind of come to a screeching halt. This is why with a business model, there should always be a few ways of generating leads, of prospecting, of making new friends, of finding new clients. As an entrepreneur, you cannot just rely on one thing. And COVID-19 has definitely taught us all of this, right? What to do, how to do it. So that's why I just want to talk a little bit about that and just share a little bit my thoughts on this. So I just wrote some notes, basically. So I mean, there really, three reasons why we should be creating content and marketing. Okay. 3 reasons why, because no matter, you could be in a hospital bed and you could be creating content. You could be in a hospital bed. You could be in a different city. You can be in a different nation. You could be traveling. You can do it even in your car. You could be you couldn't be in your office. You could be anywhere and creating content and use it for marketing. And so what are the 3 reasons? What are the 3 reasons why? And the first thing, what I realized when studying some time ago, and it was a survey that was done, and basically talking about that 78% of consumers, this is reason number 1, 78% of consumers believe that entrepreneurs that are creating content and putting it out there generally want to have an authentic relationship with the people that they're dealing with. 78% of consumers believe that entrepreneurs that are creating content and creating material and put it out there on social media platforms generally want to have an authentic relationship with the people they want to do business with. That's 78%. It's like saying 80%, right? So 80% of the consumer believes that they're going to trust you more. They're going to have more confidence in you. They're going to respect you more if you have created content and you're putting it out there, that they're going to believe you, that you're authentic and real. And that's what people want. People want to do business with people they trust. So that's the number 1 reason why we should be creating content. If you're only relying on knocking on doors, or you're only relying on phone calls, or you're only relying on one form of lead generation prospecting, okay, when you have a COVID-19 or things go wrong, or you're traveling or things like that, or you go on an extended, wherever, you're in a hospital, whatever it is, if you create the content and it's out there, that you can still be doing business and bringing leads. That's the number 1 thing. The second thing I was saying, was looking at, is that 64%, listen to this, 64% of potential buyers subconsciously want to hear the same info from the company or the entrepreneur 3 to 5 times to believe it. Okay, that's the Edelman study. Let me say that again. Number 2 reason. 64% of potential buyers subconsciously want to hear the same information from an entrepreneur 3 to 5 times to believe it. So if you're creating content and you say it again and again and again, it's okay. It's okay, because 64% of people who've got your money in their pocket and about to give you your money that you deserve, that's sitting in their pocket, they want to see you talk about it 3 to 5 times again and again and again. That's what they want. Okay? And they're going to trust you more. Very interesting. So creating content, the second reason why we should create content and put it out there again and again and again is because that's what people want. That's what buyers want. And thirdly, 53% of consumers were more willing to buy goods and services if they previously found an article on the internet. So creating content is not only video, right? It's not only blogs. It's your website, a certain web page, other people's, doing podcasts, social media. That's the third reason. So I want to encourage everybody to do that. You see, I have a lot of questions like, about 2 weeks ago, we had a discussion about organic versus paid. Kurt, should I do organic versus paid? And that's so interesting. That's very interesting, right? Should I pay to distribute more of the stuff I'm putting out there? Well, it depends. You see, what's really changed big time is, and this is really from in May 2019, that before, it mattered how many followers you've got, right? And people used to think, well, I've got to increase my followers to say 5,000, or if I've got 1 million followers on Facebook, whatever it was on my Facebook page. But Kurt, I don't have 1 million followers. Kurt, I don't even have 5,000. Kurt, I've got 1,000. And is that going to help creating content? Well, the thing is, followers, yes, are going to see more of you, and followers and connections on LinkedIn, okay, and subscribers on YouTube. But that's changed so much. That's changed in such a massive, massive way. It's changed. Let me tell you what's changed about it. And this is really May 2019 when things really changed in a big way. What happened is that people look at engagement, how people are engaging, not how many followers you got. You see, I'll never forget when a couple was buying a property years ago. For me, this was probably 18 years ago, at about 1.3 million. Then it went up to $1.7 million. And we were talking and chatting, texting, and they flew into town, and I picked them up from the airport, took them to the hotel, showed them property, took them back to the airport, flew in again, and this kept on happening. They sent me books. We were engaging, and suddenly all communication stopped. And I thought, this is funny. And I responded again, or not respond, I text, and they didn't respond. Tried to contact them again, they didn't respond. And I knew there's a problem. And they never responded. So what I decided to do, which I've done before, I've said, I'm really nervous that something's happened to you. So I'm going to call the police, San Diego police, and say that put a missing persons report in because you're obviously missing. Wow, they responded within an hour. Again, I was going to do it. So why? When somebody stops engaging, it means there's a problem, okay? When somebody stops engaging. So what social media platforms do, they want people to engage more. They want you to engage more. They want the people that you connect with to engage more. So they don't care how many followers you are. You see, it doesn't really matter anymore, because if you give great content and you get people to engage more, what happens? They get excited about that. And they even organically will push your posts and your content out even more, further than people that even connected with you, and using their friends and friends. So that's what social media starts. Why do they do that? For example, YouTube. Okay, they want people to stay in longer, engaging longer, because the more they do that, the more advertising dollars they're going to get. So they want people to engage. So it doesn't matter how many followers you got, but what it does matter is that how people engage. Because if they're engaged, their advertising dollars are going to increase. So it's all about engagement. So you want to create engagement. Okay, that's a big one. So that's what I'm just stirring up with this morning, with some questions that people have been asking me. And you might want to learn more about, I had a question this morning about content and saying, well, should I do paid advertising? I'm not sure about my content. Well, the thing is that's a great question. And we've got the transfigurational marketing formula, which is M4O, which we like to train people on how help people with their content, creating great content, and really helping people to market using content creation and other things. And the 4 M's, M4O. O does not stand for Oprah. But if you want to hear more about that, go to transvigorate.com, transvigorate.com, And if you go to transvigorate.com, and you'll be able to learn more about that, transvigorate.com. So give me a call. We'll go to transvigorate.com and we can chat about it. Just give me a direct call. The one chatting to you. Can you do me a favor and have the greatest day of your life? Happy Wednesday. Wowcome Wednesday. It's Wowcome Wednesday today. What's welcome? Just welcome. We've got to welcome people and touch people's lives and stir them up. And we've got to have motion, right? Because motion brings emotion. Motion brings emotion. That's what we need. We need a bit more of emotion. And how do we do that? We give more motion. Have a great day. Have a great day.